Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to the video. About a year ago now, I went through all of the Minecraft console exclusive features that I was aware of at the time. This mostly included massive stuff like the Ender Dragon fight being entirely different, or stuff like the never being able to be super flat, unlike on the PC. But it also includes stuff like the cakes and how they stack up to 64 on the console for some bizarre reason, and I prefer these features because 1, they're more memorable, and a lot of you seem to prefer them in that way, but 2, they're less likely to incite weird, console versus PC wars where people say, oh, console's so much better because we got 64 cakes, and PC players say, oh, well, cakes don't matter when you've got mods. I prefer to avoid the whole console versus PC war thing and just talk about some really strange, really bizarre exclusives that happened between the PC version of Minecraft coming out and between the console port of it. So yeah, hopefully you all do enjoy today's video. If you do, like it and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot and lets know you do like these sorts of videos where I go through and, kind of compare the versions of Minecraft. I always think it's interesting that even though Minecraft is meant to be the same game on all platforms, or it's going that direction, it does have these just massive glaring differences between them, and yeah, today I'll be showing you 5 of them, starting with the Minecart. So yeah, the really bizarre thing about this is the fact that they added it in one update without really any explanation, and I always presumed at the time, and like most people, that they were just kind of making it like the PC, but they actually changed Minecarts on console with one particular update. Like, this was just a feature in its own update to make it so that Minecarts move at double the speed they do on the PC. So yeah, just do a control test. Here's the exact same Minecart railway. It's 10 by 10 by 10, going around the circle, and it's made out of bricks. All that sort of same stuff is exactly the same. Here's the speed it goes at on console compared to the PC speed. It's literally double as fast. Exactly why it needs to be double as fast. By the way, that's inside and outside the minecart. Again, bizarre reasons I don't entirely understand. The reason why it needs to be double as fast has never really truly been explained. If I had to guess, there are more like console roller coasters. But yeah, it's just one of these weird little things they just made and happened, and that a lot of people don't know about. But yeah, if you're making a roller coaster and you have both the PC version of Minecraft and the console, it's worth considering that if you want to have a faster roller coaster, the console can do that, although you can kind of control the speed if you want to. And if you want to have a slow one, the PC's for that. So yeah, games are just massively different when it comes to the minecart systems. The minecarts even look and kind of behave a little differently too. I don't know why. It's just one of those weird little changes, I guess. So, yeah, with that said, let's move nicely onto the second feature here, which is another one of these, kind of weird item variances. Again, like the cake. This is my favorite fact forever, by the way. But yeah, it's to do with the stained glass. So, it's to do with the glass pane or with the stained glass panes. Any form of glass block that's not a glass block. So, yeah, glass panes on the PC version of Minecraft look like this, and glass panes on the console version of Minecraft look like this. Not only that, but when you actually pull them out, they actually kind of like, okay, so they're kind of like diagonally slanted, so it looks like I was looking at it like this, whereas on the PC, you see it as if it's flat on. And this is really interesting because, on the one hand, I think, the console representation's a bit more realistic. It's 3D like every single other block. Like, this is a 3D block, this is a 3D block. But the PC version is more accurate of how most people are probably going to use it, which is something like this. And it always has been a little bit confusing to me, the fact that they did decide to go that way instead. I can't tell you exactly why it is, but, again, this was a really early change to Minecraft, where they just decided, glass panes, we're going to just change them entirely. And again, like I said, this goes for all of these stained glass panes too. No idea why, just one of those weird little strange things. So yeah, with that said, that is one of the other little strange console exclusive features. They made the glass pane look more like glass panes look when you place them down, except if you place them in Windows, in which case the PC one's more accurate. I can't tell you why, I can't tell you exactly what this is, considering most items, again, when you put them out on the PC and the console, they have the exact same kind of look besides field of view, but this one is just massively different across the two platforms. So yeah, with that said, we'll move nicely into the third feature here, which is actually to do with the nether. So we'll head there now, and admittedly this is a super flat nether because it's a super flat world, but basically on this is one of those things that seems like it should happen in reverse, because the PC version of Minecraft, if you want to find nether warts, you can't do it like this on the console, where you just find a random patch of soul sand and it has nether warts on it. You have to only find them inside strongholds, and again, this is really strange because it means that because strongholds are a lot harder, nether fortresses are a lot harder to find on the PC, finding nether fortresses with these inside means that nether warts are significantly rare on the PC. Just one item has a massive rarity difference, whereas on console, you can find your one nether fortress per world a lot easier because the nether's a lot smaller, and then you can also find them all over the place. Again, I can't tell you exactly why they decided to do this, but it's one of those small changes that kind of slipped under the radar and that most people aren't aware of, and if you do decide to play PC, get used to having nether warts be rare, or if you're a nether wart enthusiast, then maybe buy a console so you can get more of them or something. Again, this is, I want to quickly clarify, this is artificially placed right here, but it does spawn naturally, whereas on the PC, I did a quick quick test, doesn't spawn around the place. No idea why, just one of those changes between platforms. By the way, this is my Nether village. Do you like it? It's kind of like a simulation of what would be like that. Yeah, but with that said, let's move nicely into the fourth of the strange differences between the PC version of Minecraft and the consoles, and this one is to do with creative. You might have noticed I've been in creative this whole video. It's not some weird mistake. It's because I wanted to show that the console has some items in creative that the PC doesn't. I mentioned before that the PC has some that the console does not. So if you look over here, for instance, you can see how there's 5 fireworks, the console has that the PC doesn't, which actually makes a lot of sense. If you want to have fireworks, you don't have to craft it yourself by, hopping on the PC, hopping into a crafting table and doing all that sort of stuff. Instead, you want to just hit the button and boom, you get yourself a firework, which you do on the console. On the PC, you have to actually manually make one, which to me is just really, really strange. It's just one of those little weird things. And another one, which is really, really recent, I think it was like TU34 or something like that, they actually made it so mushroom blocks can be found in the creative menu too. You might have spotted them earlier. And yeah, these are just exclusives to the console. If you want to get these, or you want to get, these on the PC, you have to craft them yourself, or in the case of mushroom blocks, which are pretty cool if you ask me, you actually have to go into survival, you have to find a giant mushroom, and you have to silk touch it, which, I don't know, really, really weird stuff if you ask me, but yeah, again, that's just a little thing right here that you might not have known about the console version of Minecraft. So next up, we've got the final weird exclusive, which is one that I didn't think was exclusive till I checked the PC settings, and boom, it's just not there. So the PC settings and the console settings are of course going to be different, but one of the weird changes that kind of is on both, but not at the same time, is the ability to turn off your HUD. So if you want to turn off your HUD, you can do that entirely if you want to, and I assumed you could also, like you can, so you can turn off your HUD like this, and it's like pressing the F1 key on the PC, but unlike doing that on the PC, one, you actually have the option to disable your hands separately or together, and two, you can actually change your interface opacity. This is kind of a small one, but it means that if you want to, you can actually, have an interface which is really, really low on the thing, whereas on the PC, you got to have it or you don't have it, which is just one of those more, like, quality of life things, which is like, oh yeah, they just made the game a little bit better like that. And another little side note like that is if you go to the options, a lot of these are kind of console exclusive, because, makes sense that way, but you can also change your interface sensitivity separately to your regular sensitivity. They're in entirely different, entirely different places for some reason. I always get them confused as they are. This is your main game sensitivity, and this is for your interfaces. So if you want, you can really slowly move around interfaces and really quickly move around the game, or vice versa. Again, something that the PC doesn't have, which even though I don't think most players would want it, it's still there if you want to have them be separate. Again, mine are on the same one, but it's just one of those weird little changes that happen between the console version of Minecraft and the PC. So I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, a like on the video is always appreciated. There's a reason I say that. It's not just like a YouTube thing to say, because it does help out the channel, and it lets YouTube know that you liked it and stuff. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. That allows you to see my videos every single day on my channel, and that's useful if you want to see more of them, I guess. And if you subscribe, yeah, they'll show up daily every single time I upload, which is twice a day, by the way, every single day on your homepage. Also, I live stream every Tuesday and Thursday, and if you follow me at IBXToyCat on Twitter, you can keep up to date with those, as well as just, I don't know, other cat facts and maybe Minecraft stuff too. But yeah, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this, because I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.